tell me about making kids win. It's fascinating.
You know, let me tell you how the whole thing got started. You know, Professor Ogletree was the first one, and to my knowledge, who started the whole Wire one-on-one class at Harvard. And he started bringing us down to Boston, a few of the castmates, and you know, that turned into this whole thing. You know, I've been honored at Harvard. I've sat on symposiums with like Skip Gates and the likes of these men. You know, me, eighth grade education from Brooklyn. I'm sitting at Harvard University. It's like, wow. And this went on for like a few years. Every semester when he would start the new class, he'd bring us back down. Like 2 or 3 years went on. And in the third year, he's like, so Michael, you know, when are you gonna start your nonprofit? And I was like, I said, you know, we call him Tree. I call it Marty, the Tree. I'm like, Tree, you know, that's Jamie, you know, I know he got a scar too, but the Jamie has, you know, moving mountains. I don't do that. I know what I do. I do the movie thing. He's like, no, Michael, when are you gonna start your nonprofit? And I'm like, I guess you want me to start a nonprofit. He goes, now you got it. And I kept running from the idea. He would just constantly call me and badger me about this nonprofit. Like he had a vision about me with this nonprofit. And one day he got the goons. I call these 3 ladies the goon squad. These 3 young black women. And they sat me down. They were all his students, and they got me in like a room at Harvard. And they were like, "What is your problem? Tree told us that he been told you. What are you waiting on?" And they kept like poking away. And literally, I'm not ashamed to say that they made me cry. You know, I was like, I'm not smart enough. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. How do you start a spell nonprofit? You know, and it was like, you don't have to know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. You just have to be passionate. Mm-hmm. And
but just
I said, what I could do. And they said, what would you like to change about the community? And I said, man, I want to give the kids a chance. Mm-hmm. I'm tired of, you know, hearing these stories about the kids getting turned out on the streets or whatever have you. And I said, in my opinion, I said, you know, there's no after school situation for these kids, you know. I see them in Jersey, I see them in Baltimore, I'm moving around. The work got me moving from state to state. I'm seeing, I see what David was talking about. There's a Wire in every city. This is not a joke. And it was always these kids after school on their way home, you hear this gray area, I call it the gray area, and that's where the trouble was mostly happening. And I said, if I just create an area till mommy, daddy gets home, or mom gets home to be with the kids, they can go somewhere where the kids can be safe after school, you know, because I was a key latch kid. You know what the key latch kid is? You know, I was a key latch kid, you know, but I had to fear my mother because I didn't want her to get punched in the face, so I made sure I was home at 3 o'clock to catch the call, and she made sure I was home, you know. But, you know, that's not the case anymore, you know, and so I wanted to create a situation where kids can be, you know, safe and be free. And that means all kids, even like, you know, I want no discrimination, even gang kids, you know, but, you know, no violence. My only rules I will have for this thing will be no violence, no drugs, and no video games. That's it. Everything else break.